Why, hello there. It's Frenchie, and I've got something dear to me. Let me just... Nose. That's correct. I'll try to get the nose in the shot. Trying to show it from a different angle. So, yeah, if you don't recall from this previous winter, the winter of 2017, I remember telling you guys how I felt about Red Bull and energy drinks in general. Well, this is one of the initial things that Acidic Roots and I, had in common. And also, there's just, nights of just watching Futurama, The Simpsons, some of these type shows, just kicking it and kicking back. And of course, a pizza, nachos, some of these type foods that you see. It's just an endless night, This wide abode right here, I'm starting to get used to, and it's actually not quite a bad place. But amongst the many things, sometimes I like to bring a touch of myself to the picture. So this is one of my trade references. You may not see it as much on Acidic Roots' channel, but it is going to pop up on mine. And so he mentions Red Bull quite a bit. He is in his third year of doing vlogs. I'm still in my first, but I haven't mentioned Nas as nearly as much as he's mentioned Red Bull, and he's kind of taken a break from it. But I guess a sneak preview would be to say Red Bull's going to be popping up more often on his channel, just like Nas is going to be popping up more on mine. So when I go out in public, or how I get groceries, some of the things I eat is going to be different from some of the things that folks like normal ne'er-do-wells and Samaritans are going to wind up eating. So I can be carnivorous, if you couldn't tell by these horns on my head. I do have a taste for meat, but the other day we had Popeyes, and that, I mentioned KFC, how much I like KFC, but Popeyes will do the trick just like that. And it just makes me realize how much I enjoy the concept of fast food. But I'm actually a rather lazy person. If you want to know the details of my dietary habits, I'm not sophisticated. So I am a particular type of being. I'm not going to have casserole, meatloaf, fried pork, a whopping steak. I mean, I could have these things. I appreciate the seediness, or at least there's just layers to this shit. There's layers, and you don't have to, the top of the cake is not always the best part. All these different layers, you may just find something underneath. I assume that's how most of you found me, just through the endless layers of YouTube videos, until you finally came across a video like this, like Pinch Poke, You Owe Me a Coke, or Acidic Roots' Roommate, and it just so happens to, it's like, who the hell is this, and what the hell is going on? I get that. So, but I like that formula, and don't get me wrong. So, kind of starting to lose the point, but yeah, I get the idea that most of my traffic is just through the state of being random. I think that that's just the whole thing. Suggested videos is my strongest template, and you know, seeing as there are two beings in this household right here that make vlogs, you know, we both have to bring home, we both, you know, it's just a form of work. You know, I don't know what Acidic Roots expects from me. You know, you know, I hate to say it, but this has kind of been just companionship of, you know, my charisma more so than my income. So it is that simple. But you know, I know Acidic Roots has a, you know, appreciation for vlogs, and I don't mind doing them. So you know, this is an extra thing. You know, I figured as long as I have a talent for this, why the fuck not tell you about something like myself? But